So you're Carl.
That's what everyone calls me.
I'm never gonna call you Carl.
Welcome back to the R&R. I am the Arnold, and today we're going to talk about one of my new movies.
I am a robot.
I am a robot. I have no emotion.
There comes a point when you start sounding like Jackie Chan.
Why do I turn Chinese when I do this voice?
Welcome to the Cinema Club.
Welcome to R&R Reviews. Today we're here to talk about Terminator Dark Fate, the most unexpected film of the year.
Well, we knew it was coming a long time ago. It's just unexpectedly good.
Unexpected, you may ask, how? Well, I'll tell you how. It was unexpectedly good.
You say that like not all of Arnold's movies are good.
Well, you were in Terminator Genesis.
No, I wasn't. That movie doesn't exist. It is the figment of your imagination.
Spoiler! Spoiler! Spoiler alert!
Don't listen. Haven't seen.
There's spoilers! In case you haven't seen our Facebook page or our YouTube page, we would recommend that you would please, definitely please, I beg you, please like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. We gave Terminator Dark Fate 7.2 out of 10 points. Our watch meter states, this isn't the Terminator movie we need, it's the one we deserve. Finally.
Yeah, this is definitely like probably the best Terminator movie since T2. It just does a really good job of coming back in, kind of redoing the storyline a little bit. It still definitely has some original Terminator facets to the story, but it adds enough to change it up, you know, to kind of make it different and feel fresh. The bad guy is my favorite part about it because, I don't know, he was just so different. I feel like he is a lot like T-1000 from T2, but he kind of had like that whole exoskeleton vibe going on. And the best part is that, hey, you know, no Skynet.
You know, and that's not even what made it for me. It was just, it kind of honored and revered the first two movies. Of course, this one cuts out Rise of the Machines, Salvation, and Genesis, which nobody cares about anyway. And James Cameron's back as a producer and helped write the story. And I'm immediately on board, right? I will say that I went in with zero expectations of it to be good, but I was willing to give it a shot, and I'm so glad that I did. I mean, it feels like you're watching Terminator 2. I mean, Tim Miller did an excellent job of taking the same kind of shots even. Like, the fight scenes are gritty and up close. It just feels like you're watching that same original franchise that was created and watching it close out. I don't know, it just really surprised me at how interested I was as the movie progressed. It also doesn't rush anything. It gives it time for these characters to feel their emotions, to deal with things. And I love that a lot of action-y type films will just, you know, action to action. There's nothing, there's no kind of, you know, real to it, no genuine feel to it. But this definitely gives you time to feel Sarah Connor, to feel what Danny feels, to feel what Grace feels, and to, you know, understand their motivations.
Right, everybody's got their own individual story arc and backstory, and they feel like they're all well-developed characters.
I really love what they did with the T-800, you know, what they did with Arnold's character. The way he was comedic relief in a way, which it felt good. It was timed right. It just overall impressive what they did, and just makes you wish they wouldn't have wasted all the time and money and everything that they did and just did this right in the first place. His
arc is probably one of the best parts of the whole movie, just because the way they went with it, and it's like so out of left field, but he's still there, you know, as an awesome Terminator, and it's just like he's the original T-800 too, you know, from the number he gives out. Oh, he's still going toe to toe with this brand new machine, you know, just using his raw power. He's not gonna defeat it on its own or anything, but he's a good buffer between it and everybody else.
Not often do we go to see either a reboot or a sequel to a franchise or something from the past and leave impressed with what it gave us. And here I think that we did. And if there's any big producers or big directors, if James Cameron is listening right now, I could give one recommendation. Please don't make any more of these movies. This was a good ending. This was a good ending. Leave it like it is.
I think you can definitely make more of these, but none of it needs to be in the past. It needs to be about the war and the humans, you know, ending the robots for good and taking back the Earth. That's what it needs to be about. We don't need another storyline of someone sending back in the past to kill somebody to try and keep them from being in the future again.
I wish they just wouldn't do anymore.
I think, you know, the war would be cool. Like, what they were going to do with Salvation was make a trilogy about the future, but they couldn't. I think if they did something like that, it would be good, but definitely no more movies like this. This one, you know, put a bow on everything. Let's stop, even though they're not gonna, because money. I don't know, they're actually taking possibly a pretty big loss on this one. So.
Yeah, so looking at these numbers here, the budget for this movie was $185 million. So far, cumulative worldwide gross is $130 million. And in my opinion, I think that this isn't happening because the film's not good. I think that we are exhausted on Terminator.
Basically, Genesis was so bad.
I mean, I think that it's just like, well, listen, if we weren't reviewing this, I probably wouldn't have gone and saw it. You know, I'm just over it and fatigued with it. But, you know, this turned out to impress. But if this had been 2 movies ago, maybe everyone would have saw it.
For sure. And the thing about this one is I went and saw it, and the couple behind me, a guy and a gal, they thought the theater was their living room for some reason. So they were talking the entire movie, and not discreetly talking, but very loudly. And the guy was trying to be like the class clown, making jokes every 2 seconds, loud enough that everyone can hear him. It's being really annoying, and that's like a humongous pet peeve for me. And even though that was making me super angry, the movie was good enough that it was distracting me enough to just get enveloped in the movie and completely forget about this guy back behind me until the end, or until like a slow scene would come up. And then, of course, they didn't even finish the movie. They left before it even ended.
Well, not to mention also, they brought the original theme song back, but, you know, gave it a twist. It was excellent. The CGI looked great to me. There was only one part I thought that it looked kind of fake-ish.
Where was it?
But the rest of the movie, in the beginning when they were mimicking the old scenes from the original movies.
Oh, you didn't like that?
And they have all the Terminators walking up on the beach.
Oh, I thought...
And that might even... Do you think that wasn't the same footage, was it? It was different.
No, I'm sure they mimicked.
So listen, if you're a fan of the original first 2 Terminators, especially you guys that were young back then, you need to see this one. Even if you hate the others, that's fine. Don't include them. James Cameron didn't include them. Give it a chance. I think you'll be impressed with this.
You'll really enjoy discount John Bernthal playing the best Robert Patrick he can be.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure you like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube page, check out all of our content, leave us a comment. You can always email us at rogerscinemahood@gmail.com. Even if you like what we do, if you don't like what we do, we want to hear from you. Talk to us. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time. And don't forget, it's a beautiful day in the cinema hood. Blah, 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 blah.
He'll live. I insist. Don't do that. Hasta la vista, baby. I need a vacation. I'm unable to comply. Talk to the hand. I'll be back. Come with me if you want to live. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Nice night for a walk. Your clothes. Give them to me. Now. No problemo. Chill out.
Is it dead?
Terminated.
But you said that you'd let me go.
I lied.